I'm DJ Trip Boy with my dog Flamelo Raps.
Yo.
With my dog E. Eric Shaler. Let's get it.
LeBron.
Cavaliers.
IT.
Go. What's up with it, bro? That's your team.
Yeah.
You need to let me know.
We're gonna be cool, bro. Like, I don't really watch like the day-to-day soap opera stuff just because I think it's gonna be pointless. At the end of the season, we not gonna remember none of this. So I'm just waiting on LeBron to trade about 4 or 5 cats, see what our team gonna really look like, and then, you know what I'm saying, we'll move from there.
Well, that's what I said. That's how I feel. But I just think it's a whole conspiracy behind LeBron, the way he do shit. Like you said earlier when we went on camera.
Oh, yeah, okay. So we went on a 17, 18, 19 game win streak because that's LeBron playing as hard as he can to see how good the team is. Once he realized that the team is not good enough to win a championship, he starts to tank. That way he can trade away all the pieces he need to trade away and then try to re-up so he can take out the Warriors.
And that happens every single January.
It do happen every January.
With the Cavs. So this is LeBron way of telling, hey, management,
we suck.
We're not good enough to beat the Warriors yet. Get me somebody else.
I think all he need is like Sean Livingston, Iguodala, Nick Young, KD.
So he need a Warriors bench and KD.
Yeah.
It'd be all right.
Niggas good, bro.
I'm saying, yeah, I'll see what KD doing, though.
They 2-stack, bro.
See what KD doing?
Getting ejected.
He getting ejected. He trying to show that he tough.
Man, I hate that shit. Man, I hate that, bro.
That nigga weak, bro.
I'm not weak.
He a fake tough guy for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a fake tough guy. I mean, he should just be the same quiet dude he always been his whole career. I have a lot more respect.
Like,
for
we
that
don't
nigga.
believe you.
I don't think that nigga bust a grape in a fruit fight, nigga. That's a fruit fight,
Bro.
You won't stomp on that bit.
Him and Westbrook almost beat these dudes, bro.
To KD
They got
choke.
their ass whooped. And then KD was like, he picked himself up off the ground, bloody and all, was like, any more room for me?
I can't do it, Westbrook, man. I'm telling you.
Like,
He's selling me out.
you know how, like, back in the gap, dude, when you used to conquer some territory, you took motherfuckers as slaves? Never happened.
Yeah.
Go to stage, beat the fuck out of OKC.
That boy,
It was
Jamie
like,
Lannister.
You. What I gotta do to get my freedom?
Damn.
Ball.
Oh, no. He, Theon.
Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, because you know the Starks. You don't watch.
Yeah, I ain't never watched.
What the fuck is that?
That's Game of Thrones.
bro.
Oh, yeah, it's that.
Gotta watch it, bro. Like one of the greatest shows ever.
One day, I'm gonna get around to it, bro.
I mean,
ain't
yeah,
saying-
you will. You'll get around to it
next year's
eventually.
the last season of the shit. So if you start next year,
I'm gonna have a whole catalog
you have a
to
whole.
jump on and finally, get caught up and have a conversation with people about.
We don't want to talk about it no more.
Everybody I know, dog, love this show, dog.
Dog,
I
people
couldn't get
took
into
off
it.
days of work when a certain character died, which I'm not gonna tell you.
People took off days of work.
Yes,
Wow.
Really?
nigga took off days of work.
Look, what this? You saw this on the internet?
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
it.
I'm about to say, like, people you know, or
No,
like,
not people I know.
Compared to Breaking, you
I
ever
ain't
seen
never
Breaking
watched
Bad?
Breaking Bad. I ain't heard no good shit.
I
about
didn't
that.
watch the whole thing.
Compared to Power.
It's better
It's
than
better
Power.
than Power.
What?
I mean, Power just it.
Here's why. Wait. No, that's not why. Here's why. All right. There's more characters, and it's like 3 main stories going on in Game of Thrones. Yet, you never feel lost. You give a fuck about every story. So even though like it's like, oh shit, it's going down, and you switch stories, and you're like, oh cool, I forgot that they was in this situation, and now you give a fuck about this story. It's amazing, bro. Like, and then small characters that you didn't think was shit end up raising up and being, and then the dude you thought was the shit. You gotta watch it, bro. When it opened up, like in the first episode, they kind of set the tone, but it's not like, I don't want to spoil it,
Yeah, it's hard not to spoil
It's all good.
I don't wanna
I'm
spoil
gonna
it.
watch it eventually.
Yeah.
Man, I got so much other stuff, dude, that I'm watching on, like, keeping an eye out
Trust me,
on.
I get it. That's what I was saying. I was like, bro, I got so many shows. It's like
Which-
I don't like to build up too many of them shits.
Which leads me to, man, Black Lightning.
Woo! I want to talk about that.
I gotta hear Flim take first.
Yep.
Flim,
That's
tell me
exactly
what
what
you
I
think.
went first. What's up, Flynn?
Black Lightning.
Is or
Nigga, that shit. Nah, I actually like Black Lightning. Here's why I fuck with it. The black people seem like real fucking people. They're dealing with actual shit that people really.
the same thing as Luke Cage
Exact
with
same
another nigga
shit.
shooting lightning.
Nah, that shit feel like it's set in the same universe.
No
as Luke
fucking
Cage.
way, bro.
Acting,
That's the same shit.
same exact same
Luke,
shit, bro.
dude, I'm telling you, bro. When I watch Luke Cage, it feel like people acting black. It's not black people that's just acting in a show. And
I don't know why, cause you essentially were right in a fashion, cause they made the shit like it was old school and nowadays.
It was meant to be a spoof movie. I mean, a spoof TV show.
like you can't keep saying that and then act like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
Like,
about,
cause
but what
y'all
I'm
look
saying
at me like I'm fucking crazy, and then
All
you
I'm
say
saying-
that, and
but
I'm like,
it was
so
a-
you know what I'm talking
It was a
about?
creative element. That
There
got
was a
lost on me.
creative decision.
Yeah.
It didn't get lost on me. I didn't
Because you
like
can't-
it.
But no, that's
Because
what I'm
he's
saying.
saying
I
Sweet
mean,
Christmas.
Like, they aimed at it and they thought that they was gonna hit and they missed.
Exactly.
You know, it didn't follow.
So the thing about
I
being
respected it.
being a creative, the execution is fucking essential. I'm like, dog, why are you talking like that?
I feel the same way about that boy. But the problem is, I didn't think Luke Cage was bad. So me saying that it's very reminiscent of Luke Cage is not like a.
It's so weird.
a
Like,
chop down.
no matter what happens, bro, I can be like, who y'all got in the Super Bowl? Luke Cage did not suck. Like, we always in to talk about Luke Cage. You never gonna convince me, bro. I read
you
your
gonna
goddamn
like Luke
comments.
Cage, bro.
No, I'm not.
Man,
Bro, but I do want to say this shit because y'all know this, but the viewers and listeners don't. When Luke Cage came out, this was right before Netflix got rid of the ratings, right? That shit had like 4.5, maybe 5 stars. I was amped.
I know you was. You called me, told me about
I was like, oh shit, we got. I went to YouTube. I watched the history of Luke Cage. I always do this before any superhero movie, film, whatever. I like to brush up on all the shit
Did you
from
do
the
that before
comics.
Wonder Woman?
Yes.
I didn't. That's when I went to the movie. That shit
I
was
did
so
it.
epic
Me and
to
my girl did it before. I mean, it don't tell you exactly, but I just like to know their history because they always deviate from it a little bit, but I like to know the root of it. We did all that shit, and then I watched this shit wanting to love it, and I didn't fuck with it. It ain't like I had made up my mind prematurely. It's not like I didn't want to like it. It's not like I was forced to watch it. I was amped to watch it. I did not fuck with it. But Black Lightning, I fuck with it. I only watched the first
I'm
episode.
saying,
But I like the first episode.
I understand your reason for not fucking with it. It was just purely off the acting.
Yes,
And they,
that's
it's
a
because
big fucking
from
deal.
2015, 16 in the show,
Bro.
and they acting like it's night. And they got the
It was
main character acting like it's
1970s Harlem.
Yeah, it made it like, but it was
It was
2015.
it was current, but it
It
was
was-
a spoof of 1970s Harlem.
That's why he
That's what
didn't like
it
it.
meant to be.
Yeah, that's why you didn't like it
Because
they
that's
were
what Luke
acting
Cage
like that.
really took place. It was
Yeah,
like
that's what-
almost like a joke / homage to the original Luke Cage cartoon,
Yeah, 'cause
but
he
they
was
did
saying
it
shit
in a
like, "Sweet
in a
Christmas."
satirical manner.
I almost feel like y'all haven't seen. If you like Luke Cage, you maybe haven't seen a lot of films. Like
what?
I've seen. I mean, I just feel like I've seen
seen a
so much
lot of
shit.
films.
Like watching that shit is like it felt like a cheap take. Why are we talking about this shit again? Can we talk about
Because we
something
talking
else?
about Black Lightning.
Cause we talking about Black Lightning.
We not. We ain't saying shit about Black Lightning
We're
yet.
talking about Black Lightning. Me, you talking about Luke Cage.
No, fuck. Don't do this.
I'm just telling you.
Don't do this,
It's
bruh.
the same shit with a little
Different
better
guy.
acting. Except it ain't
If-
based in the 70s.
Exactly, because it's not really trying to spoof anything. So like it kind of
You can't
It's up
keep
to date.
like you can't keep saying spoof like it's just a light word.
it's kind of like
Like when you call some shit a spoof,
you know how Tarantino
SNL spoof shit.
is it Tarantino? Yeah, Quentin Tarantino have like his grindhouse
This
film.
this is exactly
kinda like-
the point I made last podcast, correct?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Like
But he do his grindhouse style films, which is not meant to be taken seriously. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like for some of like it's over the top lore.
right.
It's like a style.
It's a creative choice executed well. But when you say, hey, I got to take it to another arena. When you say, "Hey, I'm gonna try to rap just like Eminem," I'm probably not gonna fuck with your version of M's shit, especially if I don't feel like it's genuine. I felt like a dude sit there, whoever created the show, he sit there, he watched the Tarantino film and said, "I'm gonna try to incorporate this." It's like, okay,
I think you watched a lot more to Get Down.
huh?
The Get Down. I think the creator of Luke Cage was watching The Get Down, and
Bro,
I don't
that
know
shit
if
came
it's the
out.
same dude.
That shit came out way too close to each other.
Yeah, they came out by the same time, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like how? How was it possible?
Because they were both made by the same studio, Netflix. It was
So,
Netflix
you think he
studio.
was like what? But they
I think-
executed that shit.
I think he maybe moved like some office over from.
But see, that's the thing. Like the
It was
Get
shot
Down
similar.
was set in that.
In that time
Yeah.
period,
I love that shit.
I mean-
That shit felt real to me.
because everything was set in that same period instead of one period being set in a different period. That's why you didn't like Luke Cage. Shit didn't
I
make
thought
sense.
the storytelling was bad. The acting was fucking atrocious.
Okay, all right, fuck it, man. Oh, what about Black Lightning that you did like? You know what I'm
Like,
saying? 'Cause we never gonna get off that topic.
like, what about Black Lightning that I did like?
Yeah.
Like I say, it felt like the characters were more authentic. You know what I'm saying? I can identify way better with this dude's story. It don't feel as cliche as Luke Cage's story. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking principal. He used to be a superhero. He retired. Like that's some.
That's the
Thi-
Incredibles.
These like some. I mean, what?
Like the Incredibles, retired superhero.
But Black Lightning came out before the Incredibles.
Talking about
The comic.
Yeah,
was
Black Lightning older
I'm,
than
I'm,
the Incredibles.
I'm just saying the movie came out. And
I was saying, but you can't say it's like the Incredibles when this story was already in place.
but the stories are. I'm not. Fuck it, man. I'm just go ahead.
Alright. So it's to me, it's just way more relatable and fucking interesting. Like Luke Cage wasn't interesting to me because it's like, bruh, like it was so fucking cliche. Like, God,
Starting off watching Black Lightning, I had a hard shell that it kind of, I opened up to it like mid episode because like I seen a couple stereotypes that I identified early. I probably was looking for them, so I was a bit like, here they go with this shit, you know?
yeah.
You know, like broken
I know
home.
where you're going with this,
Yeah.
but it wasn't really a stereotype.
But it was very early in it, so I had
Cause you
no
didn't really
choice but to see
you
it.
didn't understand because like the dynamic of it is a lot different. Cause it's not like a broken home in the stereotypical sense.
I understand it now.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, like, first introduced to it, because you learn this right off the bat. And I was like, here they go with this. And then, like, rebellious daughter, I was like, here we go.
What daughter ain't fucking rebellious though?
I get it.
But so it can be
I
over
get
the
it.
top sometime and
My
annoying.
guard was high, though.
I
I came into
I
it with
feel
a
you.
high guard. You know what I'm saying? But, like, going through the episode, though, man, I like it. I fuck with
Yeah,
it.
I fuck
I mean,
with
for me, it seemed like
I'm so happy.
I'm
going
going
to
to pretend that it's.
I'm happy you. fuck
I
with
wanted
it
to
too,
like
bro.
it so, but I was like,
I'm
please
happy
don't
you
suck.
like it.
Please don't suck. It didn't suck.
I'm going to pretend like this is like Static Shock as an adult. Like, that's what it feel like,
No,
though.
I ain't seen Static Shock.
Static Shock. Wait, is Static Shock Marvel?
No, he's DC.
He just,
Is that the same? Is he a real character?
It's very close, but in fact, the creator of Black Lightning, the showrunner, said that he's not gonna put him. No,
He not gonna put him in the Arrowverse?
I think the showrunner said he may try to do like a crossover with Static Shock or like introduce him on there, kind of like as a side character, like just for they meet. But I think the
now I gotta
creator
go
of
watch
Black
the
Lightning
history of Static
said
Shock.
that he don't see it happening,
It's stupid.
and he like to not have it happen.
They're too similar.
It's
They're
like
very
the same.
similar.
Like it don't make sense.
But I think that with Black Lightning, with Static Shock being a teenager, like in like pretty much how everybody done seen it
yeah.
most recently in modern form, you know, it'd be kind of cool to have like a little young dread-headed dude that may happen to have them powers, like probably at the last episode or
But
something
they seem
that.
like they're
That'd
gonna
be
have the
real cool.
daughter doing that.
Yeah, the daughter.
Because you know
Yeah.
at the end of the first episode.
I don't want to spoil shit for y'all because
You seen the
again,
second episode?
no,
No, you
but
talking about the comic.
yeah.
I know the comic too, but in the comics, like she got the same powers as him.
Well, but both his daughters have
Yeah,
powers.
both of them.
They don't have the
But-
same exact powers as him.
They all static
She got like some fire shit.
in the comics.
I think so. Her suit red.
I don't know.
Comic book logic, that's fire.
I mean, I didn't read the comic. I read like synopsis.
Yeah.
And they were saying that like they were all electric powered. But like
Possibly.
it seemed that she like had super strength. I mean, she smashed a sink with a bad hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna say electricity wouldn't crack porcelain.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's something else.
But yeah, I'm interested in it though. I like it.
I'm excited, man. I'm recording that shit. I come on Tuesdays, matter of fact.
I just
Do it?
when E came over, I just recorded almost all that shit.
So I watched the first episode.
The second episode came on yesterday.
Oh man,
I haven't watched it yet, but
I was trying to watch this shit when load up. I was at Mimi's spot watching on the Fire Stick.
The second episode?
No, the first episode. Then I tried to load up the second one and it just wouldn't work. It kept playing the first one over.
I'm kind of interested. I'm really interested in seeing how this albino dude.
yeah,
His cup.
that's gonna make or break the show. You know what I'm saying? Like how good that villain is. Yeah, I'm finna get some fucking hate for this. The low level villain was way more convincing than Cottonmouth.
No fucking way, bro. No way. Son, Cottonmouth was cold as shit, dog. In fact, Luke Cage went downhill when Cottonmouth died.
All right, I don't want to.
That is when it went downhill.
I don't want to talk about this
When
shit.
Cottonmouth died.
That's fine. We never gonna agree on this shit. Ain't no point in
But I
even
gotta
talking
finish
about it.
that.
No, I ain't saying.
The
no,
one
I
part
like
of Luke
the
Cage,
low level
dog,
nigga in there.
where they showed like when Cottonmouth was sitting in front of the Biggie sign with the fucking crown, like, behind his head with the
Like
long little chief.
that shit was so like, bro. The shot was amazing. I love the shot. I love what they was trying to do, but the execution was poor. And you know why? He probably had to shoot that shit 50 times, and they picked the 49th take. And this shit was so empty. It was empty. It was empty rage. It didn't feel like real rage. It was empty. You know what I mean?
I can't think of his last name.
I can't verbalize what the
Mahershala Jackson.
Mahershala. I mean, I know who he is.
I can't think.
I know who he is.
He's a good actor, bro. I've liked him in pretty much whatever I've seen.
He is a good actor. That's why it's the show.
I don't think that he was a bad. I don't think that his character was bad.
I don't think the dude that played Luke Cage is a bad actor. I just think what they was trying to do,
whoever played,
they didn't execute it well.
Oh man, let's not even talk about Diamondback. Let's just go to a
Can
different
you dig it?
That
That was
shit,
terrible.
It was like
But-
that ruined the whole show.
But nah, like.
Like it made me not
And then
even want to
another
watch the
thing
second
about
part.
Luke Cage, which I respected a lot, like coming from a music background, a lot of it seemed like a musical because every episode which showed like the club setting, like showed you a song where they kind of based each
Again,
episode on.
dope
Like-
ass premise, and they had a person performing, but not executed right.
And then it almost, I probably downloaded every song off Luke Cage. Or-
You a hype beast though.
cold,
So
Shit was cold to me too. I ain't gonna lie.
this was cold to a lot of people, bro.
But no,
I'm,
you know what was
I'm
cold
cool with being the fucking
Okay, I understand.
like you know
Cool,
this is who I am.
Because I understand. Because I'm like this with the next thing I'm finna say. I
What's
know
up?
you ain't seen it. I know you ain't seen it. But
Yeah, that's probably trash,
everybody said that this shit was fucking amazing. I watched it last night.
Oh, I heard that shit was amazing.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking stupid.
I'm not watching that
That
shit.
shit
What?
was stupid.
It was trash?
whack, It was
Stupid
trash.
as
It
hell.
was
What?
the worst shit I've seen.
Everybody said that
fucking
shit was
year.
dope.
That shit was
Dude,
was ass.
I heard so many great
Dog,
reviews.
I was so
I
ready to turn
almost
that
watched
bitch
it.
off in the middle of the film. It was ridiculous. I absolutely hated that movie.
Really?
Absolutely hated it. If I had to rate
Like
that bitch,
the writing,
3 out of 10.
like the
Damn.
acting, what was bad?
It wasn't. It didn't come to me like scary at all. Like
Are you?
It's
Do you
not
have
scary.
any? What's it supposed to be then?
it's supposed. It's
Horror.
what's horror, nigga?
I mean, it's not scary, but like the suspense
Okay,
aspect of it, like
Yo, but like his face was so straight that I was like, okay, wait. I literally had go in my mouth. Okay, horror. How is horror and some shit
I'm
being
gonna
scary
over
not
there
the
like I
same
didn't
thing?
say it, but
No, you said that shit. Like, matter of fact, you should zoom the camera on your face when you said it.
But I'm just saying, dog. It just takes the form of your worst fear, and if you overcome your fear, he ain't shit. You whoop his ass like bop bop, and he's facing a bunch of kids. That's it,
Okay.
man.
according to the Stephen King lore, the nigga's like an eternal demon.
Yeah, he's
So
a demon.
shouldn't.
A Bop Bop was whooping his ass in that movie. Like, dog, it sucked. I was literally
He feed on your
forcing
fear and can take the form or shape of anything.
He take
Like,
the form.
so,
He on the movie.
Bop,
he was only
Bop.
taking the form of what you scared of the most. But if you overcome your fear, he can't hurt you.
I mean, he could take the form of a bear.
But no, I mean, but
And that can hurt you.
I mean, he only took the form of what you were scared of most.
I mean,
That's
again,
it.
I
In the
ain't
movie,
watch
that's
it,
all he
so I
did.
can't
Yeah, I
really
would say
comment
I
on it.
have no-
I understand if you like terrified of clowns, and that's like one of your biggest fears.
Me,
Yeah, me too.
It'll be scared of you, and it'd probably be.
We
But
don't
I don't
fuck with
think
clowns.
I don't think it'd be scared of you though.
Bro, I do not fuck with clowns.
I'm just saying, dude,
They
shit
not to be
was
trusted.
I mean, it's not to be trusted. It was a nigga's fear in the movie was clowns.
Yeah.
So yeah, understand. But I'm not scared of clowns at all. And so
How?
this shit don't bother me. I just
A
think
grown ass
grown
man
man
paint
dressed
his face and paint a fucking smile on his face.
it's-
You don't think that's the most
And plays with
horrifying
kids.
shit?
Nah, I
And he
don't.
jumping, hey, like that's
No,
some
'cause the
scary
little-
shit.
'cause the- when
What's
he-
making him do
When
that?
you showed me the little clip of him dancing,
Yo.
gangster.
Yo,
no, like you said,
I never forgot that
You
shit.
think that shit scary, dog? When that shit happened in the
Terrifying.
movie, I was crying laughing. Cause that nigga was just then he just jumped out. The shit was funny to me. That was like,
It was pretty gangster to me.
dog, it was basically, I'm not trying to be racist. It was about white people coming up getting bullied, and they had the token black guy in it.
Did he die?
No, he actually lived.
We coming up, baby.
He actually lived. But
Can't
it was
believe
white
it.
people. It was they coming up. The girl was getting raped by her daddy. It was another kid. His brother died.
That's way scarier than the clown.
Exactly. It's way scarier than clown. So
Fuck.
she getting raped by her dad. The girl, the other dude, little brother died, and another kid is, his parent is really particular about every fucking thing. He can't do shit. He gonna whoop his ass or something. And the other two are just two assholes. And then there's 3 or 4 big kids that's bullies.
Hey, what was the name of that random ass movie? That shit was hard.
You need to scoot up.
Oh,
Yeah,
It was a random ass movie.
damn table.
It was about these 3 kids that got these random powers, and they had like a handheld camera, and the white dude, the angry ass white dude that fucked up everything.
Yeah,
He
I
started
know.
holding the camera. You know what I'm talking
I know
about?
exactly.
That shit went hard, huh?
Yeah,
Or,
that shit
I mean, it
was
was a long ass time ago.
That
but
shit was dope. I saw
it just
like-
made me think about it when you said that. I was
mean,
like, that
yeah.
movie was cold.
But that's what it basically was about. And then it was just had these stupid things. Like the dude at the beginning, if anybody watched the movie, at the beginning, it bite off the kid's arm. He cannot, for his life, get up and run because his arm has been bitten off. And that shit pissed me off. He reached down the drain to get his little thing. It bit his fucking arm off. And he crawled with one arm instead of getting up and hauling ass.
I was like, that's
It-
way harder.
dog.
Huh?
It's way harder to crawl with one arm than it is
Yeah, it's
to
way
run.
hard. Instead of him just get up and haul ass.
You act like you gonna be of clear mind after your arm just
I'm
got
not gonna-
ripped
But
off.
you,
But
that's
you're
when your
not gonna
instincts gonna kick
crawl.
in.
You gonna crawl when you got 2 feet. He didn't bite your leg off. He bit your arm off,
And you
and you
gonna
crawl.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Nah, that shit pissed me off. I said, this is how the movie gonna start, huh? This shit's gonna suck. And the whole movie was just bad from that point on. Like, it was bad. Like, I hated that movie. I would
Man,
never
they said
watch
that
another
shit was
It
so
again.
cold.
I never watch another It.
But people said that about Paranormal Activity too. That
Yeah.
shit was trash.
Paranormal Activity was trash.
That shit was garbage.
All right, we
Um,
actually agreed on some shit. All right, nice.
I'm just saying.
So
I was just advising y'all.
I know we talked about it
Don't watch that shit.
some last time, but I think you hadn't seen it yet. Bright?
No, we all watched Bright. That shit was
for sure.
epic.
Yeah, that shit. Was,
And we
Man,
talk about the critics try to hate on that shit.
dude,
Yeah.
I looked on what the fuck I looked on Rotten Tomatoes, right? It got a 23 score from the critics
Fuck.
and like a 89 score from the
But we
audience.
know why he got that from the critics.
I mean,
Critics-
but it just further proved our point.
Yeah,
We said the critics intentionally tried to kill the movie because it didn't go to the theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
cutting them out of job.
So yeah.
But it further proved when I just went and looked it up. I was like, I wonder what it say. And I'm like, bro, how? How can it be that big of a disconnect? The audience loved it, and a 23 from the critics, and an 89 from the audience.
That's like saying this is one of the worst movies.
Wow.
What's wrong?
It's not gonna matter because it's mono, but your shit was panned all the way to the left the entire time. Whatever. But
Man, you panning over that bitch?
Man, he's fucking up my audio.
it's a
man.
mono signal for me. It should be good. Should be.
But I don't hear nothing you said the whole time, bro.
I got a wave. You gonna hear it? It might just sound fucked up.
I've seen the scene at least more than 15 times, dog, where like he was standing on facing old boy, Jacoby, and like I think he explained why he let the little kid go, and he was like, they came out, was like, it's time, and he was like,
he talking about when
I'm about to explain it.
When all the people was coming to kill both of them.
And
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
right.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, all four of them just came out the house. He was like, yeah, all four of them. He's like, man, point them out left to right. Like,
That shit
and he was like, what are you about to do? And he turned around in that slow motion shot, like,
man, he
dog.
sprayed them
He
niggas down with a pistol. Like, he fucked them niggas up.
Dare I say, top 10 coldest scenes of all time, bro.
I gotta watch it
Like,
again before I'm willing to jump out and say it was
I've seen
fire.
it more than 15
but I only
times.
seen it once. I only
cold
watched
shit.
it one time.
I probably have it queued on my phone like right now. I watched it 3 times today.
I go to sleep to this shit, man. Oh man, I live and breathe
The
this shit.
song, the shot, the lighting, the flow.
What was the song?
The
Yeah,
content.
what was the song?
It was like, you don't want to fuck
so
with
beautiful
us. Some shit like that. That shit was so gangster.
Nah, that's not the song. There's
It
no
wasn't
way
that
that's
shit.
the fucking song. But yeah, man,
that shit
I'm gonna
was
watch
so
it again.
gangsta,
Though.
dog.
But yeah, I love that shit when I watched
I
it.
watched
I
it
thought it
twice.
was so creative and it was just dope. I felt like it was. I don't want to say it was perfect,
I'm
but
glad they didn't go off what the critics said.
yeah,
And
I'm so glad that
and
they
they
do
gonna
all the
keep making the movie.
backstory and all that shit. Like, and you know what I mean? Try to cram all that shit at the beginning. We can figure out, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
enough
right.
to follow it. And you not knowing is kind of what helped move the movie along. Cause you finding out shit. Okay, that's the one. That's a bright. You feel me? You learning shit as it go.
Mm-hmm.
And dumbass critics, I guess they couldn't keep up with this shit. I don't know.
It did take my second time on watching it to understand, because I was confused as to whether the like all elves was gangster, like the chick and them, like the 2 chicks and the dude.
Yeah.
But it turned out that there was like just some group. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like they called themselves something, and they were just cutthroat motherfuckers. And yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was cold as
Now that you
fuck.
say it, yeah.
I'm a bit curious though, cause like they were headshotting everybody, but like Will Smith now, I'm like managed to get away. But whatever, smooth. Shit was
Bow,
gangsta.
bow, bow. Will Smith. Bow, bow, bow.
But yeah, that shit was so cold.
Man, I love that shit, man. How you feel about your Saints going down in the miracle of Minnesota?
I mean, as a Saints fan,
Depriving me.
a true Saints fan.
Depriving
You know what I mean?
me of my Breeze and Brady Super Bowl.
I remember getting the text messages throughout the game. Fucking right. Yeah. Who the fuck that? He can say all caps. Who the fuck that? I'm like, fucking E, man. So when that play happens, bro, I be like, take us through that shit. Like,
Man, take me through your feelings,
Again,
bruh.
it was single-handedly the worst pain I ever felt my whole entire life.
it was that bad, my nigga. The worst pain you ever felt.
Ever. other than, you know, like,
Hey, you got history
other than
made
like family
on you.
passing or anything like that. But,
Right
like,
outside
just
that, though, it's
regular
next.
situations, I've never felt this type of pain because I went from such an extreme high, dude. Do you understand? Like, what the fuck we had to do to get back ahead?
Yeah.
To finally win this game, dog, we did the unthinkable, bro. Marched down the field, bro. Like, everything went perfect, bro. Nailed that field goal. I'm like, shit, yeah, dog. That's it. So all we got to do, hold these motherfuckers out, bro. Game over. Cover 2.
Bro.
Kills another team.
But that wasn't a true cover 2, but it might as well have been.
It might have well
Because
been.
y'all, it wasn't man, and y'all had 2 deep.
Cornerbacks
Like,
was shallow as shit.
Why? They were super shallow. I think it was like maybe like cover 2 cloud or some shit. Whatever. But why on the planet Earth do you got 2 safeties back with deep halves? That shit is crazy. Why
What
would
I'm
you put your Ricky in that
thinking-
situation?
What I'm trying to be optimistic and think that they're thinking that automatically they're about to try to do something real quick, get in field goal position, better field goal position, and then hurry up and get out of bounds. So that's what they're thinking. Marcus Williams is thinking, okay, I need to hurry up, tackle him inbound so the play can run out. He get there fast. Way faster than I would get there. Because if I was out there, I would have been out there like
you wouldn't have got there.
exactly. I would have made the tackle. I would have slowed him down. Open
You would
field.
have got juked, but that would have took
Bop, bop.
time.
Exactly.
And then
You
the nigga
would've
behind
been,
you would have caught it. Yeah,
And
you
then the nigga
And
Crawley
then-
would
would've
have
got hurt.
Crowley
but-
would have knocked him out.
Yeah.
But he got there early, so he like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get this pass interference call because that's gonna automatically put them in field goal position with the clock stop, and then bam, they're about to kick the field goal and win. So he juke out the way like, he's the last line of defense. There's nobody behind him. But the only thing I'm curious about, because I can't find the angle, is what the free safety was doing.
It was on the other side. The
you
other half.
can't really see him, but so I assume he had the other half.
Yeah, the other half.
So if it was a cover
'Cause
two,
they ran the-
he would have
they ran
been
the
all
same
the way
route
on the
on
other
both
side.
sides.
But he catch the ball, kind of whips the tackle, turns around. It takes time.
Bro,
At this point,
if
I'm
you're on the
thinking
other
He got
side of the
deep
field.
half.
Yes, he's
Like,
all the way on the
not
other side. Of
thirds.
I mean, it's wishful thinking, dude, because in my mind,
If he had deep thirds, it'd still been a horrible chance for that nigga to make it over there.
Well, no, if it was thirds, the nigga in the middle
He'd be in the-
should have been there.
Yeah,
The
but
the
then he
dude
was-
in the middle would have been there. If they had thirds, the safety in the middle
Yeah.
would have been over there to help.
you're right.
He was in the middle because like
But
the
this
ball still
still-
had to travel through the air.
He would have been over there to make the play, but it's still been too late to kick the field goal in one game.
Yeah, I would have still lost, but he wouldn't have scored that touchdown.
that game, dog, I broke my phone celebrating. Like when we went back up, I jumped up. My phone,
And then couldn't even communicate after they lost.
my phone was on my lap, so I'm like, who that? Who the fuck that? Pick my phone back up, sit it down on the table. I ain't thinking nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Go back to watching the
It was
game,
worth it.
and then we lose, and I'm sitting there like,
Did you cry?
and I get a phone call.
Ain't no answer. That's a guess.
I get a phone call, and I pick my phone up, and I'm like, and my screen broke. I fixed my screen a week before that. So this brand new screen
Exactly
that
a
I got on my
week.
phone.
Y'all last game. God damn, cuz.
Break phone every week they win.
Who that? But yeah, man, it's just a bad day, bro. A bad day, bad night.
Hey man,
That shit was funny. I'm sorry. I mean,
think your boy Marcus Williams gonna live that down, man?
that's
Yeah,
what I
bro.
wanted to get
Absolutely. Absolutely. If it would have been a garbage cornerback, like if it would have been, you know what I'm saying, like if Marcus Williams would have got hurt, and it would have been like a backup cornerback that ain't really made a name for himself, and that happened to, I wouldn't be that mad. But the fact that Marcus Williams was a baller,
I would say he's the reason y'all was in
Beef.
position to win the
that
game.
kickoff
Exactly.
Yeah,
is the reason why we came back. That momentum carried us into this game. And, you know what I'm saying, the fact that it happened to him, I mean, it's going to be all right.
You know what I mean? We're getting death threats and shit.
Stupid shit, bro.
Like to the point. I'm thinking about doing a video on him.
I'm just saying the coach. It was terrible. Y'all came out of timeout.
Why did we call the timeout?
I mean, y'all came out of a timeout and y'all didn't tell this man just make the play, just make the tackle.
It's a terrible coaching.
It was
job.
terrible.
terrible.
Like everybody.
I mean,
blamed
I'm not
Marcus
taking
Williams.
I'm not taking the onus off Marcus Williams
Yeah.
because it's still his job.
It's still
to
his
do.
job to do it.
But
The
I mean,
coach
I gotta
should've
look at
told
the
him, hey,
experience here. You feel me? He a rookie. You feel me? Y'all supposed, even if he wasn't a rookie, what are you doing as a coach? Like you
Coming out of a timeout.
in that situation.
You should, just make the tackle. Don't do nothing fancy. Don't get interference. Just make the tackle. Push him out of bounds.
Preferably
at least.
inbound.
Preferably inbounds. But if you have to push him out of bounds, at least they got a 55-yard field goal. They got to kick.
It would have been like 40 something.
Still, y'all still have a chance. Well, if you dive and take out your teammate, there's no chance.
Then we have to
There's
watch
no
them
help.
go to the next week and get thrashed.
I mean, y'all know how I am, bro.
Yes.
I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. So, like, this happened. Like, this is me play by play. Okay, we stopped them. Okay, damn, man. Shit, man, we need this. Timeout. Why are we calling it timeout? The clock's still running. Why are we calling it timeout? Champagne, why the fuck you calling it timeout, bruh? All right, it's cool. It's cool. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Shit, what? No. Hold on, bro. We only got 2 safeties back, dog. Why we not in prevent? It's cool. All we got to do is make the tap.
And then the tears
No
start
way,
coming.
bro. Why we do this, man? Like,
Now, I know another Saints fan, my boy Jay.
Crazy.
My boy Jay said he did like this. He just, for like 5 minutes, him and his family just looked at the TV. Just quiet,
Yeah.
silent. Didn't say shit.
I stayed looking at the TV because in my mind,
You thought that shit was going to change.
It's gonna change.
couldn't be real.
Exactly. That's exactly what he said, bro. He said shit couldn't be real.
there's no way possible that was the outcome.
Then next words you say, man, what the hell was that?
I mean, because in my mind, like, I instantly go to, Sean Payton got that motherfucking call. That's why he called that stupid ass timeout, huh? You got that fucking call. Roger Goodell, bitch ass. Just called him. Told him he had to lose the game.
You know what I think? I think a lot of these coaches are not as prepared situationally as we like to think that they are. We like to think that these coaches will be perfect in all of these situations,
What you running in
but
that
they be
situation?
fucking up a lot.
What you running in that situation?
Cover 4.
Not cover two.
Not cover 2. If I'm running cover 2, I'm running cover 2, man.
So cover 4.
Cover 4,
Either a cover 4 or 2 man under.
yeah.
I'm running like pure prevent. Like I'm gonna have D line.
I ain't running.
I'm running prevent because they can still
You're gonna
throw.
fucking lose if you run
We
prevent.
run prevent, everybody back.
It's
If
better
they-
than running
they
cover
gonna,
2, but
it's
you're
better
still
than
gonna
running
lose.
cover 2, true.
Yeah.
But they still gonna get in field goal range because everybody too far back.
Dude, any situation where you need to go deep, cover 2 is it's one of the dumbest things you could possibly run because there's gotta be a hole there. It's gotta, unless you got a beast ass fucking linebacker that's just gonna get deep, or you got somebody in man. Cause the middle of the field is gonna be wide the fuck open if you run 2 seams on the outside or 2 goals on the outside. It's like Sean Payton never played fucking Madden. It's ridiculous.
Cover
I
2
don't
is
know
a
how that
stupid
call
ass
could be
call.
made.
But you see it all the time. We saw
National
Georgia. We saw God damn it, I can't think. What about that dumbass call Pete Carroll? Well, whoever the fucking offensive coordinator made.
Daryl Bell.
Yeah, Daryl Bell, that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like we see this shit pretty often. I think that was kind of conspiracy theory. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, that was some bullshit. But we see this shit, bro. It, like these cats be fucking up under pressure, make dumbass calls, but you feel like there's no way they could be that fucking stupid.
I can't see it. I can't see, man. I can't see going through your whole entire life, working hard, putting in the hours, putting in the work, getting to where you are.
Man, you choke in the big moments, man. You
Man,
just
no,
gotta
you
have
don't
it.
do that.
I
We've
mean,
been in that
some people-
moment too many times, huh?
But, bruh, everybody ain't made for the moment. Some niggas just choke.
I ain't gonna lie. Whoever the leader of y'all defense, I would have checked out of that shit. I'm not running that. In that situation, bro, I would have checked the fuck out of that shit, bro. We not running no dumbass cover 2, bro.
And I hate to be this guy.
No, you don't.
I hate to be this
you like
guy. I
being
do
that
hate to
guy.
be this guy.
You are the guy.
Because I like Marcus Williams. I really do like Marcus Williams. In this one situation, if Kenny Vaccaro would have been there, because that's where he should have been, Kenny Vaccaro would have knocked a motherfucker out.
He would have hit him early or hit him helmet to helmet.
He would have
And it
never
would've
wanted to
been a
catch another
fucking-
ball again.
It wouldn't have mattered. The game would have been over.
Y'all still would have lost.
Y'all
but
still
not
would have
epic
fucking lost.
History
cool
made.
with losing like that?
No, you wouldn't.
You ain't
I'm
cool with
cool
losing.
with losing
No,
like that.
no, you're not, because you don't have this to compare it to. Like, if you had this, if you could choose now, you would pick that.
Yeah.
But it's just a loss would have just been a fucking loss. It would have been a last-second choke, not as bad as this, but really just as bad as this.
Yeah, because this made.
Maybe not as memorable,
Hey, it's
but
called
for a fan of the
Miracle
team,
in Minnesota.
just as bad.
I would have been pissed.
Did you wake up the next day and go on social media and see all the fucking memes and gifs and shit? That shit was hilarious,
couldn't do
dog.
it. Yeah, I did. Well, I've seen one that I died laughing at, and I instantly got off Facebook.
Which way you saw?
The damn high boy Ronald one, bruh.
I didn't see that. I'm sure it's the same one. They just put a different track behind
It
it.
was the exact same picture for that. I
That
walking
fucking-
like Ronald.
That dude said, "Let me see your bone right there." That shit was so fucking funny, dog.
But yeah, dude, I find that I'm like, I gotta get off of this shit.
Yeah, I feel you. See, sometimes it's better to suck so bad that your team is just obscure, and you ain't gotta live through shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That hurt bad, bro. Worse than anything I ever felt, other than like a family member die.
Bro, what about your boy Tom Beasley? You know what I'm saying? Comeback king. He making shit work. He don't choke at the end. Ain't nobody making history on him. He made history on them.
Motherfucking Beasley.
Take out the number 2 defense.
We talked about Bright yet? What y'all thought about that movie? Bright?
You don't want to talk about Beasley? Oh, let Brady get in there. He killed him. I picked the Jaguars. I want him to win.
Everybody.
Ramsey was
Everybody
talking
wanted the
shit.
Jaguars to win. I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, other than diehard Patriots fans and the band, no, especially the bandwagon Patriots fan.
Like on this, that's like worthy of me talking about. That's acceptable.
Yeah, it's so
YouTube.
weird. I haven't talked about it at all because it's like when
you just hate the Patriots, bro. Like you hate them to like.
I realize I think I do too. I didn't think I hated them as much, but when they won that game, I was really disappointed. Like I was like, man, I didn't even watch the second game because I didn't care who won. Because I was like,
who gives
the
a
Super
shit?
Bowl is gonna fucking suck.
The Super Bowl was gonna suck.
Like
regardless.
I legit might not watch it.
I'm not gonna.
Like
I just don't see the Patriots as the Patriots, the football team. Like I see them as so much other shit.
Exactly. That's what it is.
It infuriates me to see them succeed.
I understand. I feel the exact same way. It feel like they're
cat-
a political party.
That
You know
cat
what I mean?
Brady is GOAT.
You can't say he ain't. I was arguing with my girl the night before they won.
I don't have to say he's anything. No.
You
But I'm
can't
just
argue
saying.
against it. Like I can bring up all the blemishes on his record all I want, and it's a bunch of them.
Oh,
But
shit
at the
ton.
end of the day, like I have nothing. Like I couldn't refute. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that said he was the GOAT. And I couldn't really put nobody in front of him, to be honest.
Nah, he finna win.
Because
the next
I've
Super Bowl.
I watched the game and I'd be like, bro, these motherfuckers, they call everything for the fucking Patriots, bro.
Yep.
They give him all the momentum. But every time it's time to make a play, he always makes the play.
You make it.
And I got to say this, Jaguars fans, they're going to be mad at me. I don't care. Blake Bortles, man. Everybody patted Blake Bortles on the back.
Capital A.
They said, oh, man, Blake Bortles played the
S.
game of his life.
Capital S.
Yo, that offensive coordinator called the game of his life, or the half of his life. That first half, Blake Bortles threw 8 fucking swing pass / screen. Bro, did you see it? They was getting like 35 yards on them shits. Did you see the game?
No,
you ain't
man.
see it,
I ain't
bro.
see it. I watched the highlights.
I was like, bro, these fucking, they not covering the flats. It was just a bunch of dump offs and shit. Blake Bortles was doing the gameplay. That's what he's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But in the second half, when he had to make some big boy throws, he never made it. The big third downs, he throw it behind the fucking guy. He kept missing. He missed on all the big throws. That's why they lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it was time to make the throw, he missed that motherfucker at least 6 or 7 times. 6 or 7 big throws. He missed every last one of them. And I know his stats at the end of the game look pretty good, but he missed all the important fucking throws. Then that's what Tom Brady does. See, Brady, his stats still be looking good, but fuck that. When it's time to make the throw,
that money,
that motherfucker gonna make the throw, bro.
I have
Every time.
respect for him.
And
It's hard to beat them in their own
And
house.
that's why he the
And when you
GOAT.
had that 14
That's the
to
difference.
3
Like, no, you
lead,
can't just look
I mean,
at the
if you had
stats.
that 14-3 lead in the first half, when you had that lead, I mean, the defense should step up and just play their hearts out. Because you gave Ray Lewis 2000 team with 14-0 lead halftime. The game was over.
Yeah, but they wasn't as young as the Jaguars.
You're right. They wasn't. They was way more experienced.
And I know I'm about to vent here, but bruh, all season, bruh, we've started talking about a trade with Brandon Cooks for a 3rd round draft pick and Malcolm Butler. I get excited. Malcolm Butler is a baller. He young. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know what I'm saying? Drew Brees can make most wide receivers look good So Brandon Cooks, as cold of a wide receiver as he is, you know what I'm saying? I understand you thinking that he may be expendable to get something that we desperately needed. So we start queuing up this draft, and the draft happens without Malcolm Butler. We trade Brandon Cooks for our first-round draft pick, who's also our leading wide receiver for a third-round draft pick.
Who wasn't a first-round pick in the first place, by the way. You overspent.
He earned first-round draft pick.
You didn't have to draft him in the first round was the point. He was not the best.
Cooks.
He wasn't the best receiver on the board when y'all picked him. Y'all could have waited.
Y'all could have went.
Y'all overspent.
Y'all could have
then
got
you
was.
then you was upside down on the motherfucker.
Didn't
Like,
what you call come out that year? Baby AJ.
Baby AJ came
Y'all
out
could
that
have got
year.
Baby AJ. Y'all could have got him, Devontae Parker, if y'all don't know. Y'all could have got him, and then next round got Cooks.
But
Speed guy.
It was a reach.
that shit completely water under the bridge. We trade this dude for a third-round draft pick, and Sean Payton have the fucking audacity to say, no, we're still in talks to get Malcolm Butler. You know, we didn't get him on this draft, but this trade, but, you know, we're still pursuing him. Bitch, you ain't have not a motherfucking plan to get Brandon Cooks. You got your ass bitch slapped in this negotiation table, dog. Like, you sat down with fucking Bill Belichick, and they was like, hey, you gonna give me Brandon Cooks, I'm gonna beat your bitch ass. And Sean Payton was like, here, Brandon Cooks. Just give me this empty can. And he gave him that empty can, and he was like, you know what? I'm coming back for my can.
God damn.
We give this dude Brandon Cooks, dog, who proceeded to ball out for Tom Brady. I mean, and teams do this repeatedly, dude, with the Patriots, dude.
I'm about to say.
He put up big games.
No, I'm not saying he didn't, but the Patriots always, like, they receivers always eat. Like, you're going to eat if you're a receiver for the Patriots.
All you got to do is learn the playbook.
If you can learn the playbook.
Brandon Cooks run a 4-4. Brandon Cooks can run his ass out with some routes.
Brandon Cooks only run a 4-4?
Yeah, he on the run.
You sure?
He quick. He like an acceleration
Okay.
guy.
I thought it was faster than that.
Nah,
Me too. I thought it was nigga was like a 4-3.
Maybe a high 4-3 something. But I think he like close to 4-4.
Okay.
But he can run a route, bro. He a beast at running routes. And he got hands. Dog, he a beast of a receiver, bro. He's short as shit, you know what I'm saying? So, like, kind of take a well. I think he's like 5'9", something like that. But dog, we give him to him, bro.
Yeah, y'all gave it to
already
him.
got Gronk. They already got, like, what was the dude that won the Super Bowl for him? I think what? Not Lockett, but
Edelman?
no, fucking the dude that was working at Foot Locker a week before.
Oh, I literally just did a fucking video on this nigga, but they don't have him no more. Chris Matthews. He played for the Ravens and got cut last year.
But
Get him
you know what I'm
outta
saying?
here.
Like this is the type of shit that they just pull out the hat. You know what I'm saying? And then we giving them weapons.
They still got Hogan, though. Household name. Chris Hogan.
Man, one thing about the Patriots that most teams don't do, it's like, it's so fucking weird, but they actually have a plan. They actually go get players who will fit in their fucking system versus just doing random shit. It seems like most teams just do random shit. They just trade for motherfucker, pay a lot of money for a motherfucker. It's like there's no strategy, it seems.
Yeah, they go work out or they watch tape on a player like, yeah, he'll fit with this team.
Hey, Brandon Browner,
Exactly.
you jam at the line really, really good, and you play a damn good zone. I'm gonna get you, and you're gonna play man to man. Why you keep getting burnt?
That nigga
Why
had
are
the
you
worst
constantly getting
season
burnt?
of any corner I've ever seen.
No, what
He
about
covered nobody.
Same thing. Well, yeah, he still had the worst season.
He
But
was so trash,
when
man.
Namde Osmond went to the fucking Eagles,
Well, I gotta get it. We all thought Namde was that
we
dude.
thought he was the coldest nigga ever.
I mean, he was like your top 1 or 2 corners, and then he went to the Eagles.
It was like nothing.
I was like, this dude is so fucking trash. He like a step above, 1 step above Brandon Browner. Like, yeah, he like 4 steps. Like Brandon Browner, fucking garbage. And man,
Hey, Rob Ryan, you're an expert at running the 3-4.
that was the
Come be my
dumbest shit
defensive
ever.
coordinator. Ooh, why you trying to run 3-4?
Oh, that's
why
why.
don't you run 4-3?
That's why I feel away.
You know what? I'm gonna get you the best 4-3 players possible, and we're gonna run 4-3. Right? That's what you get at. Oh, that don't work. You're fired. It's your fault. We suck.
That's why.
Stupid shit,
That's
bro.
why I feel a way about Saints fans, bro. Cause y'all don't I feel like y'all motherfuckers don't really deserve to win as much as y'all do. Because y'all be doing some dumb ass shit, bro.
Well,
and
where y'all
still
be
fucking
without
winning.
Drew Brees? Where would y'all be without Drew Brees?
For when that day come, I got a brown paper bag ready.
Hey, you remember you used to be trying to trade Drew Brees?
Oh,
For a defense.
a defensive player.
Remember you was on that crusade? No, a defense. He was gonna trade Drew Brees for a defense.
Oh, that's right.
I was like,
A
this
whole
ain't
defense.
fantasy, motherfucker. How you gonna do that shit? Man, you could put in Chase Daniel, we be just as good.
Yeah, Jay Daniels.
You don't remember this?
Back up quarterback.
You don't remember this? I remember.
Oh, the Saints fans. All y'all Saints
Dude,
fans
you
was trying
was
to do that.
you was campaigning
problem was-
hard against Drew.
It was a hard time period, dude, where Drew Brees was like getting $30 million a year.
And y'all
And we
defense
couldn't
was
afford-
giving up every point in the world.
Like we couldn't afford anything. Like we couldn't afford like we were like carpooling to get the games and shit like that. we couldn't afford plane tickets. Like now we had like third string players getting towels and shit. Like it was a terrible time period where I felt like our money could have been better allocated to more important needs. Back when like we couldn't cover we couldn't cover shit.
But I guess my point always was during that time period, I was like, if y'all get rid of Drew Brees, maybe your defense gets better. You have no shot at winning in the playoffs without a quarterback.
Because y'all gonna have Blake Bortles
But
with
no,
defense.
The quarterback situation. I didn't have a foresight that y'all had on this quarterback drought. Like I had no clue that the quarterback pool was this empty.
No, because you ain't had Andy Dalton and Joe Flacco your whole career.
Because you was
Drew
spoiled.
Brees, right?
Exactly,
I
spoiled.
understand.
You a spoiled little bitch. Run around with Drew Brees crying, oh, Drew Brees is eating up all my money. I know
Imagine
his
having Joe
footwork is great,
Flacco
but who
eating up
cares?
all your money.
I'm like, man, I got
Wasting
Andy
the
Dalton.
defense that he has.
Motherfuckers constantly making excuses for his. Look at his stats. Look at him in big games. He fucking sucks. Like people don't understand. That's what count, man.
Yeah.
That's the shit that count. If he can't beat the Steelers, I don't care. If he can't beat the Ravens, it doesn't matter.
He
You
put us
know
out
what I
the
mean?
playoffs this year.
I mean, fuck, we could have
y'all
lost
beat
that
the
game. Fuck that.
Everybody beat the Browns.
We
last year.
split. You know,
No,
we
not
we
this
get
year.
one.
Y'all beat them twice this year.
We should have lost.
Browns ain't win shit.
Why win?
I don't know.
Like especially late in the season. Once we knew it was over, and then we brought Marvin Lewis back. But we get some fire ass coordinators.
Who?
Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Just
Who's
sit back. Y'all just
coordinators?
sit back at coordinators.
Who are the coordinators?
We got the quarterback coach from Green Bay.
What are you gonna teach Andy Dalton?
The shit he taught Aaron Rodgers. All right, hear me out.
Is he the offensive coordinator or just the
Hear me
quarterback
out.
coach?
He been over there with I said the quarterback coach. I meant the offense coordinator. He been over there with Aaron Rodgers
Oh, so y'all
for
getting
like the
cool.
last 6-7 years, some shit like that. And Aaron Rodgers came out publicly and was like, this dude deserves a lot more credit, and was campaigning to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
We stole him from them. We got him.
Pay that guap, son.
I think we got the offensive line coach from I want to say we got the offensive line coach from Dallas. I'm not 1,000% sure. I forgot, but I think so.
Dallas offensive line coach.
Look,
That's
man,
something.
it's like
But I feel like the only way that's gonna matter is if like
Here-
the offensive coordinator was able to steal Aaron Rodgers' power and like that space jam football.
here's why it matters. You niggas don't understand.
What is?
When we re-signed Marvin Lewis, I was like, we not trying to win no more.
That's what I said.
We don't care. But then when we start getting these corners, I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we actually give a fuck. Because I felt like we didn't give a fuck. So now I'm like, okay, at least we trying. So that's something for us.
So y'all
Does
kept
Burfict
a
still
raggedy
give a
ass
fuck?
car and put new tires on it.
Hey, it's better than nothing. Better than keeping them donuts on that motherfucker that we had.
But
Now, we
Burfict
could
hanging out the
just find
trunk,
the motor.
putting nails down.
Yeah, I gotta see how it come together. But there's hope. At the very least, there's hope. There was no hope like
I ain't gonna shit on your
3
team.
weeks
So
ago.
let me ask you this, both of y'all. Who
No.
y'all trying to get in the draft?
I mean, I hadn't even thought about it because we didn't even have a coach. You can't draft a coach.
No, you can't.
I hadn't I ain't really been paying attention because we don't have like any outstanding needs other than a couple more DBs. Like polish up as like some young fast linebackers. Maybe offensive line because our offensive line be getting hurt like crazy. Like Teron Armstead, Andrews Pete. Them niggas been getting hurt like
Andrews
crazy.
Priest, he actually turned out to be a pretty good
Oh,
player.
he good, bro. I've been saying it.
Nah,
Bro.
he was
He's
ass
good.
his first 2 years.
I can't remember which one, but he was playing either tackle or guard, and we moved him. I think that shit made a huge difference.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good now. I think he was playing left tackle, then they put Armstead there, and they moved that nigga to guard.
Yeah,
And
he good.
but he's staying hurt now.
Yeah. I don't know what we doing, bro. We get hurt a lot.
Man, there's a lot of big name offensive linemen that always get hurt though.
It's that CrossFit shit we doing, bro.
Man, I won't.
I don't know. I can't explain it. Ever since Sean Payton introduced CrossFit,
Motherfuckers been getting hurt since then.
like crazy.
Put a lot of pressure on their joints. Terrible ass form. Fucking jerking up. I mean, that's what CrossFit is. It's
I
like,
already know what CrossFit is.
I
much
mean,
shit.
like no
For a fat
knock
dude
to
be
the
doing
CrossFitters,
anyway.
but yeah, I'm like, that shit don't look sustainable at all.
Y'all know who I want? Who I'm not gonna get? You know. I've been rooting for this.
The running back.
Yep. Since the beginning of the year.
Definitely ain't getting Saquon.
Well, no. That's because we in the pick like 28, some
yeah, he
shit.
going like top 3.
I don't know about that, bro.
No, not 28.
Oh,
Like 20.
Like 15,
No, we ain't 15.
12.
We damn sure ain't 12. We ain't
What's
high.
that record?
We were like 9-7.
Really?
Yeah, we one game from the playoffs.
Stopped paying attention.
Yeah, all we had to do was win. And these Bengals put us out. And but because Andy Dalton and Joe Flacco straight up bitch, man. Let's just call it what it is. It's bitched out. Can't beat Andy Dalton. Don't deserve to go to the fucking playoffs.
Agreed.
Period. And now
Both
he
of them
messed up our
motherfuckers
chances
suck.
to get Saquon Barkley. We ain't trading up. We the Ravens. We never gonna trade up. We don't know what that means. But if I don't get him, I know they got us in every mock draft, like everyone on the scene, drafting wide receiver Christian Kirk, who they saying,
A&M.
yeah, who they are comparing to Odell Beckham for some reason.
Damn.
He cold.
He
man.
cold.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah, but that's what they comparing him to.
They
Like,
got
they saying he's like a lesser version of Odell Beckham, but he's.
I don't know what that means exactly.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Instead of catching him out with 3 fingers, you catch it with 4.
Like, he a lesser version of Odell Beckham. What the fuck does that
I
He
don't
mean?
need to
know,
catch
but
it with
that's what they
Not
comparing him
as
to.
fast, don't catch as
I don't know
good.
because he's short and bright skinned, but that's what they
Like, it was nobody else you could. That's a fuck. All right, whatever.
but
I haven't watched Christian Kirk a lot,
I don't want him.
so I don't really know.
I want Barkley, which I'm not gonna get. Sonny Michelle, him, or Geis.
You might get Sonny Michelle.
We can get Sonny. They ain't got him projected to like the second round,
Yeah, you can give him a shot.
but they got us taking Kirk. And I don't really want Kirk because we got Flacco. We need a running back.
Yeah, it won't matter.
It won't matter at all. Because Odell Beckham go play with Flacco. He's gonna be ass.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, you
Odell
can't catch an uncatchable ball.
Can catch anything.
Nah, you can't.
Anything.
I'm the playoff.
Dog.
Especially not in the playoffs. He drop anything in the playoffs.
Dog, he had that. It was a bad time in his life. He was going through some stuff. He was partying on boats with his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? Too many
Nigga
dudes.
partying on a boat probably right now.
He owned the boat. He owned the
Different boat, though. He was partying on like a specific boat that wasn't good for his
Every boat is a specific boat.
but no, this particular boat like threw his aura off, you know what I'm saying? And like that shit's real, bro.
boat. What, was it because Trey Songz was on the boat with him?
I mean, it was
Could've
Trey
been.
Songz boat. Well, I
Trey
mean, I don't know
Songz
if
fell
he
off?
owned the boat, but
It was Trey Songz boat.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Trey Songz boat.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was he owns the boat, but it was Trey Songz boat. It was his, you know what I'm saying?
For
He
sure.
rented the boat or owned the boat, whatever. It was his boat.
Interesting.
That nigga just have a whole bunch of Giant fans. He's Trey Songz, obviously a Giant.
Yeah, Rob from that boat though, right?
Yeah, they said they just wasn't in the picture. It's a big boat, so
It could have been under the deck.
yeah. I mean, pretty sure you can organize a bunch of drunk bitches. All your bitches stay back there out the picture.
Instead of have a whole.
While we go
All
up
us.
here and fucking, I'm pretty sure Odell walk around. You sit right here. You sit, turn like, oh wait, get you.
females in the back,
Them niggas was doing
niggas
the
up
most.
front.
Odell an interesting character.
Yeah, yeah.
It beats though.
Oh yeah.
Wonder what's up with him and that goalpost though.
You know who?
They still fucking around?
Who?
The goalpost.
You know the one he married.
He proposed, so he didn't marry her.
Man, I thought they got engaged and married the other week.
I mean, niggas get engaged, but you know how that shit, man. Shit, a lot of times it shit don't pan out. Fuck you.
I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. I mean,
Dog, he beat the goalpost up. Like, it was
Oh, yeah,
like,
it was
made
a-
news everywhere, dog.
Yeah, it was,
You know what I'm saying? Nigga fucked up real bad.
Oh, yeah. He
But,
was gonna go jail behind
Like
that shit and
a week
everything.
later, you know what I'm saying? Like, they made up. He hugged her, he kissed her, live TV. Everything all good. Next week, he ain't get, like, he proposed to her.
I've
Got
been
on
up.
knee.
I've been up since 4 this morning.
He got on the knee.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Dude, you have to remember
you
this,
don't
dog.
know?
He fucking got pissed off on the sidelines and kicked the goalpost and like knocked it off.
I don't pay attention to that
Everybody
shit.
made a fuck. You know how people do. Like
I'll
you
say
see
the
like
goalpost smacked him back in the head.
you see
and
like
then
this
they was
rowdy fucking.
I mean,
this character on the sideline
after-
throwing temper tantrum.
I haven't paid attention to shit like as far as antics that Odell has done since that Josh Norman shit. When I seen that,
After that,
when I seen that shit, I was like,
Oh, yeah, oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like after that, like all the rest of the antics, I no longer gave a fuck about.
but yeah, he flipped out on the sidelines. They made a big deal with it. You know what I'm saying? He got out of character. He wanted to kind of make amends for getting out of character. So the very next game, instead of whooping the shit out the goalpost, he hugged the goalpost after a touchdown. Like the kind of like, I knocked this goalpost down. Like if I threw a tirade, but I'm making amends. Goalpost. So like you know the thing that the kickers practicing that.
Man, his reality show gonna get high ass
So
ratings.
the very next week,
That's facts.
to keep this antic going, he proposes to the goalpost.
After
I
the
mean,
touchdown.
I'm calling it a goalpost, but I'm really meaning the practice kicking.
Like I figured out eventually what the fuck you were talking about. You said
Yeah.
on the sideline.
Yeah, that thing.
The
And
field
you know,
goal
he
practice
proposed
in
to
Nick.
it like the very next week, and like it's like okay, it was funny the first time. You kind of taking it way too fucking far now, but he took it there.
I'm not surprised.
So you know, 5 minutes later, like the small joke that I was cracking, it ain't that funny.
You've been explaining this fucking like. Please get the punchline. You've been explaining shit for 20 minutes.
That was the punchline. If you ain't get it, it sucked. It was a
Oh, yeah,
bad joke.
if you didn't see it, and then it
This is a terrible joke.
Kind of had to be
clean
there.
over your head.
Yeah.
It's all in the media, so
Whatever.
we assume that you saw it.
I
I mean,
somehow missed that. I don't know. But yeah, again, I don't really pay attention. Like Odell is like, I mean, at the time I'm doing Madden videos, it's like Odell was the thumbnail in everybody fucking video. He was the title of everybody's video. They was emulating like. So I didn't pay attention to no Odell shit.
all right, if we was taking just random topic on my head, you was taking not just excluding everybody else. You were taking a receiver in the league to start your team.
Julio.
First receiver you're taking right now today, and it's gonna be your franchise player.
Julio.
What all am I factoring in? Am I factoring in injury?
You factor in injury, age, everything, and it's just starting today. And who is it gonna be?
Antonio Brown.
Older than Julio.
He's older than Julio. He's like 28, 29.
About his age, but he's amazing, dog. Fucking
He-
Julio's amazing, but Antonio Brown is unguardable, dog. He is.
I mean,
amazing, dog.
If we was just going like best receiver, period, like I would probably go with AB. But you made it easier when you say starting your franchise because Julio younger.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Hop.
Julio, what, 26?
Yeah, I fuck with
I think I'm gonna
options.
pick Hop because he's
Antonio
he's younger than all of them.
Hop just can't lose. He's not big. He's not fast. That motherfucker just cold. He's strong as shit.
And he can catch.
That motherfucker catch
That
everything.
nigga catch
Easy.
everything.
He my favorite receiver in the
Antonio
league right now.
Brown is fucking unstoppable.
I mean, he's unstoppable, but he's 29. I'm gonna have this cat. You gonna have your cat for a good 4
4
years. I'm gonna have mine for like 7, 8, He gonna have it by 6-7.
But you got Joe Flacco at quarterback.
No,
so
I
don't
ain't
even
no
matter.
quarterback.
We starting
I
the
mean, but
franchise.
Hopkins-
Yeah.
No,
Hopkins has
shit, man.
he has proved that he can do it with any quarterback.
Yeah.
He made his name with ass quarterbacks.
He didn't play with like 20 of them.
And
Yep.
then when he got
And 19
Deshaun
of 'em
Watson
sucked.
for like 4 games, he was fucking unstoppable.
It was like 5 or 6 games.
What? Yeah, whatever. I hate that
I'm
cat got hurt.
unwavering.
Me
Mike
too. That's the bullshit, man. When that shit happened, I was like, well, NFL's over. Bengals suck, so I ain't got shit to watch. No.
Hey, is he gonna be back for next year though?
Hell yeah. He tore his ACL before.
I'm talking about is he gonna be back at the beginning of next year?
He'll be back. He beat South Carolina on a torn ACL in college. You didn't even know that shit. I'm gonna learn you.
Nah, ain't no.
He wore a fucking like the ACL brace to basically act as his ACL. He actually ran 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I think that was his freshman year too.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Any new news on that? On this
Is it still recording?
Le'Veon, yeah, it's all good.
All right.
Change the settings, so it's unlimited.
Let's pause actually, 'cause I gotta take a piss.
Pause. We're taking a break. We'll be right back with you in
No, you can keep it rolling.
15 minutes.
There's no
Piss break.
hour and 7 minutes.
And yeah, this is how we doing. No, it's a game on PS4. I wanted to show you. It's like a multiplayer game.
Shooter?
It's a shooter and it's a slasher. So you can upgrade your guns and you create your character at the beginning of the game.
Hey.
So you.
What's the name of it?
It's called God Eater.
What's the name?
God Eater.
This shit was so interesting until like
It's on PlayStation 4. That's why I didn't even want to tell you because you don't got a 4.
Is it free?
exclusive.
It was $5.
What?
I'm not part of that crowd.
Okay, I'm getting it.
It was $5. Josh said, download the game. It's only $5. I was like,
'Cause
$5 multiplayer.
I ain't really got shit to play. I
Yeah,
tried Fortnite. I mean, it's cool.
You tried Fortnite?
Yeah, it's free.
Fortnite whack as shit to me.
I like the game. If it was like TDM,
said
I would be
Fortnite not
great.
whack.
I
It's
just I'm not a fan of Battle
if
Royale.
you don't like cartoon battle royale shit. if you
The
like-
cartoon don't bother me.
No, I'm talking about E. And E don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like, but I could look past that to play the game. If the gameplay good, the gameplay is good.
Cause I was like, you like Black Ops 2.
But I got because I'm kind of familiar with battle royale shit. I jumped into Fortnite my first 2 matches, and I actually got okay at the shit.
No.
So I got top 4.
Sure, fuck it.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if 4 people left, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of going hard at that because I'm good. Because you know I'm used to PUBG,
Uh-huh.
and I realized that if 4 people left, 3 of them have made brick bunkers in the circle. So I'm like, I'm literally sitting there. I'm like, I don't even know what to do at this point. If I run over, I can tear a hole in his wall. He waiting on me with a fucking gun. He gonna shoot the shit out of me.
You know they
with,
got rocket launchers on the game.
You got rocket launchers.
I don't have a rocket launcher.
You can shoot the wall
what
I
they
got
down.
suck
a
your loot.
pickaxe.
No, you can shoot the wall down with fucking bullets and shit.
He got a brick wall.
You can shoot any wall down.
I
With
got
guns.
30 bullets too.
Oh, if you only got 30.
Like, I mean, no, I
you
think
only got 30.
You
I
suck
think I
at
got
looting.
the game.
But no. I've gotten to multiple gunfights and I won every last one of them because niggas can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But
Shoot skills
Oh,
on that,
no.
man.
okay, the
Oh,
truth
oh,
is, I ran into 3 different gunfights that I wasn't involved in, and I was like, "What y'all niggas doing?"
That sound about right.
Flanking
Another
nigga from
one.
the side.
Yeah,
Big ass free fall.
Shooting
hell
the
yeah.
nigga that's already half dead while he ain't looking at him.
I had like 6 kills.
What a beast.
Have you ever
And-
killed anybody with a sniper on that bitch? I can't use sniper to save my life.
I never played with one yet.
I'm just
I
saying.
played like
I had one
4 matches.
and I was expecting, you know what I'm saying, like once you get down to it, because this kind of like that's one of the things that you need in PUBG, not a sniper, but at least a scope, because like once you get to the ending, most people done already found their spot. They laying down in the grass, they behind a tree, so you kind of gotta use like extreme care tactics at the very end to win it. So I was expecting that. Niggas in brick bunkers, bro.
Yeah.
It's me, a brick bunker, a brick bunker,
You're
a
supposed
brick
to
bunker.
build your brick bunker
I
up.
don't want to do that. I want to shoot a nigga.
I mean, you gotta build your shit up. It's
Well,
the
why you
tactics of the
playing
game.
Battle Royale?
It's the
Because-
tactics of the game.
I thought it was like PUBG.
PUBG ain't about shooting niggas.
PUBG is definitely about shooting niggas.
Shit. That shit about hiding like a motherfucker.
I don't know what you
Bro,
doing.
we played this shit for 30 fucking minutes. I was on your team. I had 4 bullets.
Hold on, you bought the game?
Yeah.
Because you tell me. Sound like you suck at looting.
No. There's nothing on PUBG, bro. It take like an
So
hour
is the
before the
game-
game starts.
Is the game? I'm
PUBG,
just asking you
PUBG is slower.
It's slow as
the
fuck.
game? Is the game updated yet?
Yeah,
That's the only reason I
Yeah,
haven't.
the game don't play
PUBG's
bad.
not slow. It don't have to be.
Maybe it's just the
I
way.
took you intentionally slow. I took you like the outskirts.
Why would you do that?
Because I want you to get good at the game.
How? How the fuck am I gonna get good at the game running from house to fucking
I
house?
swear to God, dog, if I would have took you to the school,
Man, why
you
y'all
could
ain't
get
tell me
popped in
y'all
the
was
head
on
immediately.
Cool. Let a nigga shoot me. I'm good.
Cool. If that's how you
I'd
feel.
have bought the game
Next
if I
time we
known
jump
y'all
on,
was
we
on.
just gonna jump to the middle.
Bro, when I was trash at Call of Duty, you know how I got good? Getting into gunfights.
Because you respawn. On PUBG, it's over when you get shot in the head.
Oh yeah, you got.
And then you got to start over and then jump again, jump back to the middle. Eventually, you will get good.
You do realize I'm still respawning.
But it takes
I'm not-
40. It takes like 3 minutes to respawn instead of 2 seconds.
Okay, so it might take a little bit
Okay,
longer.
next
But
time
I
we play- next
when
time
I
we
played
play-
Call of Duty, I had never played
a
a
little bit
shooter.
longer than 3
I
minutes.
played shooting games.
Like the spots that I kept marking on the map was the lowest dense places.
all
I
I'm
was
saying is
possibly
this, bro.
finding
You played
to get you the
Battlefield with me.
opportunity to
You played Call of Duty with me. You know what type of player I am. You know me and you get in a gunfight in any game, you're gonna lose.
I got
Ooh, nigga.
You realize that.
Ooh,
You know I'm
like
an
fighting
uber
words.
aggressive player. I can't like so your solution is we gonna go the slowest route possible. By the time we get in a gunfight, I'm bored to fucking death. I'm over there a bit like
Because the problem is, like, all right, when you go into like the super dense options, you might like this shit. You jump down, you get a gun, and you get ready. Like whatever gun you find, it could be a pistol, it could be a shotgun, it could be a brick. You get it, you get ready. Because it's a nigga right around the corner.
Yeah.
Most times, people looting in the same buildings. Once you jump, like at the school, at the shooting range, at like the
yeah. I think I might be better like that because I was trash at Call of Duty because I was trying to play like you used to play on MW2.
Who I used to play as.
You be camping like a motherfucker. I tried to play like that. Trash.
Used to
I
drop
can't
them
play like
nukes,
that,
though.
bro. I cannot play like that.
I dropped them
Cause
nukes
I'm
on
saying,
your
like,
ass.
you
and
like you get good at shooting at PUBG. I ain't one of them cats. I ain't just cold at shooting, but like I've seen cats have like 10, 11 kill games.
I'm gonna do that shit.
You know what
easy.
I'm saying? Like, and not to mention the car. Like you get in the car, especially in duos, you find a car, which we never found a car not one time when we played.
How the fuck y'all don't find a car?
Cause ain't no cars like talking about, bro. It ain't just like a plethora of cars out there. You gotta find it, and when you find it, you hold on to it for dear life. We found a car that one time, a nigga stole it.
Yo,
hopped in
you
the
know,
E's
hey,
in
cause
that
look, I
hopped in the
instigated
building.
some shit. I was like, yo, let's go over there and look in that building. I said, you think a nigga gonna take our car? Nah, nigga ain't gonna take. Man, so, no, we were moving. I said, there go 2 niggas right there. Them niggas say, nigga hopped in our shit. Drove the fuck off.
First they flashbang me though. Like I get like I'm blinded. I'm like, what the fuck? Vroom vroom vroom.
Yeah, them
I'm
niggas.
like,
No
nah,
weapons. They
They
just
just
want
know.
y'all car.
They probably did have weapons. They just
I got
didn't
shot in
waste
the
the
back,
shit on me.
like, with a couple bullets. They
Because
ain't trying to kill me. They just
nobody
shot me and
cares
drove
about
off.
killing you. They just want to not die. Because that's really
A lot of people play like
what
that.
the game is
A
about.
lot of people play
That's
like
what
that.
Fortnite is about.
That's why it's not as
It's a-
fun.
Fortnite, it's a lot faster because
It's way smaller.
It's way,
it's way smaller.
It's just so much
So
faster, bro.
It's way faster. That's
And
'cause
I'm impatient.
that's
as fuck.
probably why PUBG is a lot slower. The map is way bigger.
It don't have to be. Like PUBG, you kind of pick what you want to do. Like the plane fly one direction, and all 100 people on that same plane. So you know what people going. You know where the bulk of people gonna jump. They're gonna jump, like, cause every angle you can kind of see what hotspot is going to because it got a name on the map. Like it got like the gun range, the place like that, and like they got the shelter, the bunker, like places like that where if you jump, that's where everybody gonna go because that's where all the best guns at. So if you want to jump and you really want to actually jump in the middle.
Also, we got a
and
spot where all the best guns at on there.
It got hot spots. It's not the same equipment every time.
I
But
was gonna say
that's
where
where that's where like the bulk of the shit gonna
okay,
be because
well, you
it's
know
the
some
hot
shit
spots.
gonna spawn randomly,
Alright.
a higher percentage.
Exactly. You can find an AK anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know for a fact that if you jump in the bunker, it's gonna be a dope ass assault rifle that'll lay a motherfucker down. So you can take the chance of go to the bunker, have to compete with 3 people to get this good assault rifle. I get to it first, I turn around, it's a gunfight immediately because they may have a shotgun or a pistol, so I got to hurry up and get the gun, get in it. And, you know, I get into that gunfight, then I can kind of hold where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, pick off the cats that's trying to get to the middle, and then all the people that jump to the outside that's trying to take it slow while taking their time and scavenge and loot and eventually work their way to the middle. I'm already in position, so I'm ready. The problem is you got to be, like, you kind of got to be proficient in shit.
Have you ever won that shit?
I won in a team.
You won in solo, though?
I came second, like, 3 times.
Them chicken dinners, nigga.
No chicken dinners, dog.
Hey, bro, Fortnite, I won a couple times. Won about 3 chicken dinners. Because, you know, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I shoot your ass from across the motherfucking street.
It's not even far.
That's my point. I ain't using no sniper. But I won Fortnite like 3 times solo. Mm-hmm. Then I won the team aspect. I won the I think it's 2-on-2. Won that, and it's a 3-on-3. And I won all aspects, and then I just stopped playing it because y'all wasn't playing it. So once I achieved my goal, I just stopped playing it.
Oh, shit.
All 3 times I came second.
Bitches, no.
All 3 times I came second, I died the same way. I'm in a terrible position. The cat that's like the other cat is already set up. He laid down in the grass somewhere. I'm doing something totally stupid. Like one time I was in a car just driving circles around, like trying to run motherfuckers over. Cause I'm like, you know, there's only a couple people left. They're gonna be out over, but I'm gonna kill them. And like the circle got smaller, so I'm driving to it. He lit my car up, dog. That bitch blew up with me in it. Died. Another time, I'm posted up behind a rock. I'm like, motherfucker, move,
jump out the car?
Light their ass up. I wasn't thinking. But I'm behind a rock. I'm like, nah, somebody move, I'm lighting that ass up. Circle got smaller. I'm on the outside now. So I'm kind of dying. So I take off running to get in the circle, sniped. Don't even see where the cat at. Other time, I laid 3 dudes down at the very end of it, dog. Like, I'm guessing some dude in the house. And, like, the circle is on the outside of the house. So I'm like, got. Drop him. Drop this dude laying down. Another dude stand up looking for me. Drop him. So I'm like, shh. Only me and wherever this other dude at. So I, like, get up, take off running, get sniped. Guessing he in the house. So, you know, I ain't very strategic when it get down to, like, the small circle. One of them things I got to work on.
If you make it to the small circle, man, you still doing good.
But it's action in PUBG if you want to play that way. And I know you want to play that way.
I really want them to just make a decent Call of Duty. That's what I want.
Would be
but
nice.
PUBG and Fortnite and shit they gotta hold me over until we ever get a decent
Call of Duty, bro. Already.
You know what I've been complaining about since the fucking beta, the sprint out time. And once they came out and said they wasn't gonna buff it, I said I'm not gonna play it.
Hey man, sprint out time is ass. Sprint out time is ass.
And this is the reason they said. They said they wasn't gonna do it because when you put a perk in the game to increase sprint out time, it becomes a crush perk because everybody uses it. Okay, so why not just buff the fucking universal sprint out time? Would that not make sense? So that I don't need a perk to speed up my fucking sprint out time. Since everybody used the perk anyway.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. Because the only other alternative is everybody got to play the same fucking way. Which is the boring way. Playing shit like I don't respawn like it's fucking PUBG or some shit.
Like, get mad at it. Hey, man, did y'all hear about what Xbox is about to do? What's Xbox is in desperation mode. Basically, because they ain't really got no games. They don't really got no games. PlayStation got all the fucking games from Japan.
All the fucking exclusive.
All the exclusive. All the Japan games because it's made fucking Japan, right. Whatever. So, Xbox, they coming out with this. They got the Xbox Game Pass where you play all the old games and shit for a certain price of money, whatever.
That shit pretty whack.
Yeah, but they finna do it for all games.
I like that.
I know you like it. As a consumer, we would love it.
Huh?
It's only for all games, including Madden that come out.
Those games, those companies would have to individually.
That's why I said shit's not gonna work.
No way.
That's why I said it's not. You think because it's the price is only $60. So you pay $60 for your
Wait,
Xbox
a month?
a year.
A year?
A
Get the
year.
fuck
No
out of
way.
here.
So for
No
the,
way.
exactly, that's my point. So basically, the price of 2 games.
One game.
That's one game, cuz.
But you gotta pay your $60 for your Xbox Live too.
Okay, that's fine. You
So
can
it's
you
60
take the
for your
120.
Yes,
$14.
120. So the price of 2 games.
Every
Every game that
that
come out that year is free.
Never. That's
That was it.
never.
I was when I saw the news, I was like, dog, those companies can't possibly sign up.
I
for
would
this
tell
shit.
them to take all my money.
I'm like, they can't possibly.
All my money.
I'm like, they can't
Well, we
possi-
giving you a
like,
good deal. Nope.
That
Take it
means
off.
you can play any game at any time. It's like having Netflix for video
Yeah,
games.
that's ridiculous.
I wish.
Like at that
I
point,
mean,
why
I'm
would you,
saying ridiculous. Like, obviously, that would be fucking amazing. But I'm just saying, from a business
from a
standpoint,
business standpoint, from the
there's
other
no way in the fuck like any game company is agreeing to that shit.
Is that bad though? Because if you think about like every single consumer would do that, meaning that
So it might
I mean,
add up
they
to
only
more.
want to do
Yeah.
it when their games get old,
total.
not when they hot and fresh.
like, it may make sense.
You,
Like,
you know what? It
if
kind of
Microsoft
does
paying
make
them-
sense, right?
If
Because
Microsoft paying them a licensing fee.
Yeah, because you know, like AAA titles are gonna get the bulk of the money, and you know, what I'm saying a company like we make a game, you know, Microsoft throw us $30,000, even though we wasn't gonna get shit anyway. You know, what I'm saying just to be able to give my game for free. I mean, I get it. I think it could work.
yeah,
But-
you know what?
I mean,
Okay,
this
I guess
is
you
you
might be
know
right.
they losing all their people to PlayStation. PlayStation got all the exclusives. They got all the video games. Everything Xbox has, basically PlayStation has, other than the few exclusives that Xbox got. So I think this is just their desperation shot. Try to get these companies to sign on with it. Because if you can play every game for $120
I mean,
a year,
you
why play
you
on
call it a
PlayStation?
desperation shot. I call it an actual fucking adjustment.
It's an
like
adjustment.
no company, like companies these days, they act like they don't understand the pivot. You gotta pivot at some point.
Yeah.
You've been getting your ass kicked this entire console generation.
Yes.
You gotta do something. You just
It's
gonna
like-
keep
like-
doing the same shit. Like it's not working,
I
cuz.
say Nintendo Switch came out and started whooping their ass.
It bust their ass. For real.
But I think the shit's dope as a consumer. Like, why would you, other than to play exclusives like God of War on PlayStation?
I mean, that changes everything.
yeah,
That changes everything.
you could pay $120.
If I could
a
pay
year,
$10 a motherfucking month
Mhm.
and play any game,
any game you want that comes out at any time.
But that Xbox
Even
Game
when-
Pass is so garbage.
Yeah, it's gas. It's
Them
ass.
games so poo, bro.
I don't even go on that shit.
Because it's
I mean,
old.
it's like Halo 1. It's just a
There's
whole
no
bunch of
old games I
shit.
want to play that I don't own already.
Hey, y'all. This concludes our episode of Excuse to Chill. Follow us on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, and Stitcher for the full podcast. We're going to have more to come. We're going to be doing this weekly. So definitely tune in, y'all.
Peace.